Hello, this is Rebecca Coffee, and welcome to another episode of Art in a Time of Corona. This is my series of videos in which we can all just take a break and look at some artwork and not think about anything else except the beauty of art. Today I'm going to be showing you one piece that I made. If any of you are not from San Antonio has a yearly festival called Fiesta that lasts for a week, and it usually takes place in April, though of course this year, sadly, it has been postponed. But I had thought that I wanted to design a poster for their yearly poster contest. And I got a bunch of patrons to help me out to get supplies, and it didn't work out because it turns out they will only take two-dimensional submissions, and I'm about to show you the piece I made hoping to include it. And as you will see, it is not a traditional two-dimensional medium like a drawing, a painting, or a photograph. So forgive the jiggliness while I grab it. But this is the piece I want to show you. This is a piece of embroidery that I did celebrating San Antonio. Now, originally, I was going to put a cityscape behind the girl, the San Antonio skyline, and have some fireworks behind her. But when I found out that it was not going to be eligible for the Fiesta poster, I decided to change up the design a bit and make it a little more universal and less about San Antonio as much as about celebration and spring and life. My model for this piece was Sarah Guerra Elliott, a good friend of mine, and I was really thankful that she agreed to allow me to capture her in stitches. This is freehand embroidery, which means I didn't use a pattern. I did sketch some general outlines on the fabric before I applied the thread, but surprisingly little, just seriously outlines. And I went in with silk and cotton threads and created this piece. In San Antonio, during Fiesta, women wear little flower crowns with ribbons in the back. They're called halos. So this is a Hispanic girl wearing a halo, and she's surrounded by some local flowers, including the rose. I would have liked to have done the yellow rose of Texas, but I already have so much yellow in this piece with her shirt that I decided to just go traditional red. This is lantana, which is a flowering bush that grows here in this part of the country. If you haven't seen lantana before, I recommend you Google it, because it is a really beautiful little flower, and it just kind of grows wild here. A lot of people have it in their yards because it is so pretty and it is really low maintenance in this part of the country. My favorite ones are orange and yellow, because those are my two favorite colors. But again, I wanted to introduce some other colors besides the yellows, so I did the purple, yellow, orange, and white, which are pretty common. And then these are blue asters, which are actually very small in real life and not quite as defined, but I am arguing artistic license. That's just the way it is. I did this blue butterfly. You might not be able to tell, but all of these features are beaded as well as threaded. And I use these. These are antique sequins that I attach with beads and surrounded with metallic threads. And they're meant to represent fireflies. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this piece. I would again like to thank all my patrons who helped me out with supplies. If you ever want to patronize one of my pieces or patronize me, I'm always willing and happy to take patrons. And I would love to include you in any upcoming news about my work. I hope you enjoyed looking at this, and please let me know in the comments, and feel free to share with anybody if you think there's somebody you know who might like seeing this piece. Thank you very much, and feel better, and no more sadness in this world for a little while at least. Thanks. Bye.